Alright guys, welcome to the video today. So in this video, I apologize if it sounds like I'm talking a little bit different. I have like a really bad sore on the corner of my lip and it hurts really bad to talk. But you guys have been showing a ton of support on the videos and I wanted to keep them coming. I made a few improvements that I think everyone's going to be pretty excited about. There's a new XLR recording microphone called the, I can't remember the name right now, okay, so don't blame me, but I'll put that in the description if you want to check it out. It's really nice. It's be coming here in about a day or so. So the level of audio quality for my videos is going to be stepped up quite a bit, so I'm pretty excited for that. But I just want to talk about like little tweaks, little things that you normally wouldn't notice and that you might not think about that can help you get a lot better. And one of them is kind of like along the lines of control schemes, which I did kind of cover before. I talked about switching to Puppeteer, how Puppeteer is the best option for most people in most situations. But there's also a few more settings I wanted to talk about and a few more things you want to think about if you want to get slowly better at the game. The first thing is vibration. So a ton of people start with vibration. It's the default on most games, and everyone, for the most part, you wouldn't think about changing it because you kind of grew up with it. Maybe if you like, I'm only 17, and when I grew up with games, vibration were on all the controllers, and it's just kind of what I was used to. And a lot of people were telling me, I was like, do you play with vibration? No. Do you play with vibration? No. And a ton of people were telling me they don't play with vibration at all, and I was wondering, and it can actually throw off your shot quite a bit more than you'd think. It helps a ton. It feels really weird when you first switch, and then once you start playing with it more, you actually find that you get really comfortable with it and that it feels a lot better than it did when you didn't have vibration on. I know a lot of people are really used to that feedback that the vibration has. I was one of those people too. It felt really weird and odd and awkward when I first switched. I didn't want to switch after because I think I started off like my first Rumble game off 0-5, and I was like, screw it, I'm going back to vibration. I can't deal with this right now. And I did for that game, and then at the end of that game I said, screw it, I'm gonna go back to it and just try to do it, try to survive. And then once I got through that, the phase of it being really uncomfortable, which was only lasted like 3 to 4 games, by the way, I got really comfortable with it. My sniping got a lot better. My primary got a lot better. It's not really going to affect shotgunning too much, but essentially just getting rid of vibration throws out another unnecessary variable that can affect your aim in a bad way. So I figured, it might be important to some people if I make this video just talking about the very minuscule, like minor things that get swept under the rug a lot in a lot of tip videos that I see. And I know not everyone that makes YouTube videos or streams and is like known for being a good player or whatever uses it, which is, makes complete sense. Some people might feel absolutely terrible and they can't play without vibration. I know Pashi uses vibration still, I believe, but a lot of people, the majority, 90% of the people that you see on Twitch that have are renowned for being good, like Vanguard, Hovey, I'm actually not quite sure if they do, but I'm pretty sure that they don't play without vibration in their controller. So that's the first minor thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing is playtime, which can be neglected in a lot of situations if you just got out of high school, maybe you don't have a job, and you're living at home with your parents, or whatever the situation may be, where you have a ton of free time and you're still into Destiny a ton and you just play it all day. And by the time you're done playing, your thumbs, they don't necessarily hurt, but that like awkward feeling they have where they just feel like worn down and your shot is terrible, but you just keep playing because you don't really have anything else to do and you don't want to do anything else. That's the time to stop. I found like this last week I've been playing the Uncharted story mode, which is beautiful, by the way. It's pretty amazing. I've pretty much gotten on to play Destiny only when I'm streaming and only when someone wants to practice for like a tournament or whatever. I haven't really played it just whenever I was sitting there and I wanted to play video games. Uncharted has been my main game for that, which I didn't really want to post any videos on. Destiny is getting rolling here on the channel and I want to keep that going. And yeah, I just found like when I'm not playing the game a lot, I do a lot better. This doesn't mean like never play the game, but play it in moderations. Like just play it 2 hours at a time, then be done. Get offline, go to bed, go back to school or whatever you're doing the next day, and then play it again for 2 more hours. And just don't overplay it because you're gonna find you get burnt out. You start doing worse. You start getting angry. And overall, it just doesn't work. Like I find I play infinitely better when I'm not playing the game a ton. Of course, you don't want to play it like not at all because you're gonna be really unused to it and it's gonna feel awkward. But just try to like minimize the time that you're playing. And I feel like you'll go through the same thing I did, where you feel you do a lot better afterwards. And then the last thing that is also very minuscule and very minor is how you hold the controller. I find when I hold my controller really tight, I do terrible. Just as an experiment, this might not work for everyone, but when you're gripping your controller next time, literally just have it laying in your hands. You don't need to squeeze it or grab it or anything. Just have it laying there. Make sure you pull the triggers pretty loosely. I found that helps too. It just makes it feel smoother and more comfortable, and if you can get used to it, I feel like it'll help you a ton. I find like my last word shot especially is really good when I'm just pressing it more softly and when I'm more controlled, not jerking the analog around and spamming buttons and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to compile this little tiny swept under the rugs tips video because the game has been out for a year and a half and I think everything has pretty much been covered. And I just want to share like when it gets down to like the nitty gritty, the stuff that I use and the stuff that a lot of people use and do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry for the year 1 gameplay. I posted a 45-0 year 1 gameplay and it seemed like a ton of people loved it. So I'm back here again with another year 1 gameplay. I think I went 49, or I had a 48 kills with a 9.6 KD. But like I said, my montage is up on the Bungie.net website for Movie of the Week. I'll have a link to that in the description if you want to vote for it and help me out. That would mean a lot to me. Some more upgrades coming to the YouTube setup soon. Audio is going to be really good here in a few days once the new microphone comes. Finals is coming up. Might not be able to make too many videos during that. But once that's done, it only lasts for 3 days is the testing period. I should be able to make some pretty good videos because summer break is coming and I should be streaming more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.